There we go.
What's happening?
What's popping, kid?
Chilling, man. It's good, man.
We catching the vibe, man. We catching the vibe. You know what I mean?
I see. It's that uptown right there.
Yeah, man. Thank you for joining me, man. Kid Capri, man. I want to give you the proper introduction like I do for everybody else. For everyone who is just tuning in, make sure you share the live. This is the FloWay show. This guy is a fellow Bronx native, BX on the checker. Grammy award-winning DJ, producer, artist. He's worked with JayZ, Mary J. Blige, The Lock, Snoop Dogg, KRS-One, and the list goes on and on and on. He's a musical icon. He's a hip-hop pioneer. That Love album is out now. I'm proud to call this guy a friend. I'm proud to call this guy a legend in the game. And, you know, people use that word real lightly. But to be, you know, you just celebrated a birthday, to be where you at in your career and to still deliver great music and to still deliver as a DJ on the ones and twos, man, we salute you. You're important to the culture, man. We love you. Kid Capri, everybody show some love in the comments for Kid Capri, man.
What's happening?
Yes. So, kid, you know, you just celebrated your 55th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Happy belated, by the way. Everybody show love in the comments and tell Kid Capri happy belated birthday if you haven't told him.
Appreciate that.
You know, you blessed. You know, you've been blessed to have a successful career. You know, how do you define success at 50, at 55?
The same way I did when I was at 20. You take it in stride. You just, you know, it don't make you, you make it. So, you know, some people get caught up in the embodiment of being who they are, you know, and what we in our entertainment business, and forget who they really are. You know, I got a line in one of my records on the album. I say, not on my album, on the record I just recently did, where I say, I hate a little rapper that's a rapper all day. He wakes up and this is how he is all day. You know, when I wake up, I'm not Kid Capri. When I when I get out the bed, I'm David Love, and I turn on the Kid Capri thing when I need to. So, you know, it's a matter of taking it in stride, man. So I still look at it the same way as I always did. You know, stay grounded, do what you do, serve the people, and it's bigger than you. It's bigger than me. It's never about me. It's always about the people.
Yeah, you definitely do it for the people. You know, with things constantly changing, right? You know, in this game, you know, how do you manage to stay so consistent, you know, over the years? And I know you say you do it for the people, but how do you manage to stay so consistent with, you know, always touring and being relevant? Like, you know, that takes a lot, you know, because you give a lot of your energy into this, doing it for the people. How do you manage to stay so consistent at it?
Well, one is I didn't get stuck in my old school way of thinking. You know, things are going to change. Things are going to happen. You either going to move with the change or you're going to get left behind. It's all what you choose to do. I'm not just a talent. I'm a fan of the music. And, you know, when I hear people say, I don't like what's going on right now. Well, we didn't like everything that was going on in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you like what you like, but it's my job to have my ear to everything. And, you know, a lot of times people want to not take you out of what you're doing. And that's what makes you irrelevant. You know, when you get discouraged, when you see other people coming in and you think that you ain't as, you know, as popping as they are, maybe not be as, you know, whatever the case may be. That's never been my thing. You know, if anything, I embrace the new people that come in or try to help whoever, but that doesn't stop what I'm trying to do. I'm going to be me. There's only one Kid Capri, you know, and there's only one of that person that's doing what he's doing. So I'm not gonna allow somebody to tell me when to come and go, but I gotta make sure that I stay as good as I'm supposed to stay in order to stay here. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it resonates with the people, because it's all truth with me. They see all truth. There's nothing fake about what I do. I don't fabricate nothing. I don't, you know what I'm saying, paint this kind of picture where I want you to wonder. You know, I do what it is, and that's what people want. They want the real shit. So that's what I try to give them.
I feel you on that. You know, the thing is, right, I think why we hear this conversation a lot of, you know, the new school, the new generation, not be embraced by the generation that came before them, right? I think a lot of that causes a lot of people want to be uplifted, to be praised, like to salute the legends. You know what I mean? And I think that with the newer generation, sometimes, you know, the people who paved the way may feel like they don't get the respect that they deserve by the people that's coming in.
Well, yeah, it's kind of unfortunate because we always looked at the older people as the heroes. I still do to this day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The people that came from before us, or, you know, even way before us, you know, people like James Brown, and, you know, and if you go further, like Grandmaster Flash, and these are people that, you know, they changed. Without them, we wouldn't have music. We wouldn't have hip hop. We wouldn't have a job. You know what I'm saying? So we're looking at, you know, when people say things, you know, first of all, it could be hurtful to somebody, especially to somebody that's not really as relevant. You know what I'm saying? It could be hurtful to that person. But more than that, you know, it's about, you know, why wouldn't you want to learn from somebody that did it before you did? You know what I'm saying? Or and still doing it in a high fashionable way. So when you can't, like the thing with Little Pump, when he disrespected Eminem, you know, nobody listens to you, your music is old. Like, you talking to a dude that rocked arenas and stadiums and sold millions and millions of records, became the Elvis of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like him or not, when you go by stats, you got to look at that. How do you say that with your 1 or 2 records that you got? You know, like, you know, so, and it becomes disrespectful to the point where not only disrespectful, it becomes ignorant, because you obviously don't know what it is to be a legend. Somehow you look down at what this man's history was. Like, you look down at that. Like, this is something that you're supposed to be trying to accomplish to get to yourself, for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, but somehow you look down on that, and your music that you do is not sustainable. It stays for a minute and then it's gone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You get high.
Short-lived. 3
Yeah,
to 6 months.
it's short-lived. It's here today, going tomorrow. No disrespect to anybody that have short-lived music. I get it, but you can't disrespect somebody that did it in the way that M did it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's why it ain't for everybody. Right now, we're in the computer era, in the technology era. Anybody could jump in, and they don't really know the protocols and the etiquette of what to say and what not to say. You know what I'm saying? So they just bring what they bring to them and just say whatever. At one time, you had to be special to get signed and be an artist on a record label. Now anybody
and get an interview and give your voice.
And right, and give it, and they taught you how to do an interview. They taught you what to say. They taught you how to dress, and showed you how. It's all in artist development. No, that's not here no more, of course. But as an artist for yourself, you should probably want to do that for yourself. Do your own artist development. Know what it is to do an interview, to sell your record. Know what it is to talk to people a certain kind of way. Know that, you know, it's not about just right now. It's about 20, 30 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the mindset people got to be in order to maintain, like I have.
Facts. Do you still think, like, you know, when you was coming up, the DJ was so important to an artist's career. You know, the DJs was breaking all of the records, you know, pretty much doing all the groundwork, making sure the shows was right. The DJs was the production managers, everything behind the scenes for an artist. If you didn't have a DJ that was ride or die, that was doing the thing, he wasn't going nowhere. Do you think that, like, do you think that DJs are still important to, you know, artists that are coming out nowadays, especially with like social media and different things like that? You know, because people just throw a record out there, and next, you know, they upload it themselves, and they may get some steam or something like that. But do you still know how important are DJs to the new artists?
It depends on who the DJ is.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a DJ that know how to break records, you're very important. If you're a DJ that play for yourself because you just want to play the new hot hit record, then no, you're not as important, because you ain't doing nothing but something for yourself. You know what I'm saying? A real DJ, a hot DJ, knows how to break a record and make that record sound familiar, even if it came out yesterday. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? Making you paint the picture for people. When you come to one of my shows, it's a journey. You leave there with goosebumps. You don't leave there feeling like, all right, it was just another party, or people standing around looking in their phone. No, ain't none of that. It's like you lose weight in my party. You know what I'm saying? Like you sweat, and it's shit is moving so crazy. No matter where it's at, no matter what the age, no matter what the situation, that shit shakes. So that's the mindset that I try to have. You know what I'm saying, to make people enjoy themselves, man. And when you have that mindset, then you be here forever. But if you're trying to live through somebody else and be somebody else and sound like somebody else, then you may have a job, but you ain't contributing to culture. So that's not going to make you a legend. You're not a legend because you've been here a long time. You're a legend because of what you did while you were here.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's all what you trying to accomplish.
You broke a lot of records. I was looking through it. Every time I'm doing an interview, I always brief through some of the history, even though I know a lot. But I always brief through some of the history. And I'm like, damn, Kid really worked with a lot of people who broke a lot of records. Was there ever an artist that you probably got a record from that you probably slept on, that you probably didn't play it, but next thing you know, you heard it and, it was a smash? Like, did you ever pass up on anything?
Yeah, in the long career I've had, yeah, that happened maybe once or twice, or maybe a third time. But most of the times, I'm the one, pulling out the joints that nobody know about, and then later on you'll find out about it, or better yet, you probably won't know, and you'll hear me playing from time to time, and then you'll gravitate to it. But yeah, yeah, there's records I hate, as a matter of fact, that I played. You know what I'm saying? But it's not about me. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but like I said, it's not about me. So
you're doing it for the people.
Yeah, it's about the people. Always about the people. So sometimes also you may not like a record and see a crowd go crazy when I play it, and that makes me like it. You know what I'm saying? Because the crowd, I seen the reaction. That's how radio hypnotizes you when they play a record all day. You hate that record until you start walking around the house, cleaning the house, and now you singing the shit. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know who made this song.
Don't know who made it. You can walk down the street right now past him. He can have that #1 record on the radio. You won't even know it's him, because his identity is like a lot of other ones. You know what I'm saying? The music is, it's to me. You just got to keep your career special, man. You got to keep your career special in order to stand out. You know what I'm saying? Because is everybody doing the same thing? What makes it special? What makes it, you know what I'm saying? What makes it organic? It could be organic, but what makes it special when everybody's doing the same thing? And that's part of the reason why I did this album. You know what I'm saying? In the quarantine, I seen some things that was like, you know what? I did it all with this DJ business. I did it all. You know what I'm saying? So now, like, and I'm impressed and flattered that a lot of people took my style and my path and did me and did things. But when you see it too much, it's like you want to see something different. You know what I'm saying? And I know that the way what I brought to the game became infectious. So people gravitated to that. So that's an inspiration. You know what I'm saying? But when you see it too much, it becomes unspecial now. You know what I'm saying? So it made me say, you know what, let me just leave this for a minute and just do something different. And I wrote Slap Key. That was the first joint I wrote.
Wow. It's been like almost 25 years, right? Since your last album. Was you ever nervous, like about putting out like, a new project, with the way music is nowadays with streaming and all that other good stuff? Was you ever nervous about like, get the way your fans or
no,
the way people was gonna perceive it?
Because I didn't put it out for the blow up. I knew what I got. I know what I got. I know what kind of music I make, and I know what kind of music I could make. I could make trap music crazy. I could, you know what I'm saying? I could have made a whole trap album. Like, are you gonna accept that from Kid Capri? No. I've always been about everything. My radio show, The Block Party, is about everybody. It's not about young or old. It's about everybody enjoying themselves on my show. So that's what I've always been. It's about everybody. You listen to my album, it's something there for everybody, young, old, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's how albums are supposed to be made. It's supposed to be a body of work. It's supposed to be colors to an album. When you make an album and you got 1 or 2 joints in your album, all right, that's cool. You're gonna get some bread for a minute. But you're not I'm trying to make something that's gonna stand the test of time, and not only stand the test of time, become a classic and timeless. You know what I'm saying? So
you stay to that. You stay to that golden era, of hip hop, of where you come from, and that's why I appreciated about it so much. It's going through the album, 19 joints, and each song you deliver. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But also on the album, I showed the new side. You know what I'm saying? With Wide Awake and with WTF and doing too much. I showed the new side too. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta listen to the album. You gotta listen to the album from the beginning to the end. The first record, you gotta listen to the album from the beginning to the end to get the whole picture of what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm trying to paint a picture to you. The same way when I'm doing my shows. No different.
All right, I got you. I want to mention some of my favorite joints from the album, right? And I want you to give me something brief. It could be anything about each record. Slap Key. I know you stated that was the first record you have wrote for the album.
Yeah, Slap Key. If you notice the video, I don't have nobody in the video. Everything is just me. I wanted to JayZ. I wanted to okay. I wanted people to pay attention to what I was saying. First of all, there's nobody in the video because I didn't want no distractions. I wanted people to pay attention to what I was saying and get acquainted with me rhyming again. You know what I'm saying? I could have came out with the party joint, the Uptown joint first, but that would be expected. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to come out with something that was the unusual and see if people were comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I made plenty of rap records I rhymed on and records I did and 2 albums and all that, everything I did. But I got big as Capri the DJ. I didn't get big as a producer or a rapper. So this album was to show you I'm a triple threat. I could do everything. That's why there's no guests on there but my daughter, the reggae artist and the R&B artist. I don't have no mainstream artists. I could have asked anybody to be on my album. But I produced everything, wrote everything, and I just wanted to just do a body of work. And I hit you with 19 joints. And that was another thing. He was like, when I first said it, it was like, yo, that's too long. I time my album was an hour and a minute. So I haven't heard anybody say since it came out, it's too long.
It's too long.
Any of that. You know what I'm saying?
It's too much music. Nah.
Yeah, the reason why I become that narrative is because a lot of albums sometimes only have a couple of joints that's hot on the album, and now the rest of the joint is dead weight, and now you feel like you lose the attention on it, and it's becomes too long now. But if your shit's slapping from beginning to the end, you want more after it's over. You want to hear what's next. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I listen to my album right now and get excited and want more when I hear after I hear. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew, first of all, I had to convince people that I could do it, that I could make the right shit. And I just throw an album out there because I'm Capri and people just gonna like it. It don't go like that. I wanted to make something that was official. You know what I'm saying? Something that people listen and be like, damn, he could do it all, man. Like, everything is dope for beginning to end. You may like certain things better. You're gonna like certain things better on the Chronic album, on the Illmatic album. You're always gonna like something better than the other on the album. But you can't say nothing on that album is not good.
Her Type. Her Type. That's one of my favorite joints too.
Her Type, yeah.
And that, you know what kind of vibe that gives me? That gives me like, it took me to LL. When I'm alone in my room, like it took me to that kind of vibe.
I played it for L before I put it out. I played it for L like maybe a couple of months before I put it out, or maybe a month prior. He was like, no beat. That's it, B. Shout to L.
Body shaped like a Coke bottle.
Yeah.
Model. I can't.
You gotta talk to the ladies, man. You gotta talk to the ladies. And there's a few joints in the album for ladies. Is that Her Type? There's the Mood joint. There's the VIP joint. What else? There's another one on there.
How was it like collaborating on Uptown, man, with your daughter Vina Love? She doing her thing.
That was dope, man.
How was it like putting that together?
That's a proud moment. That's a proud moment to have your child. You know what I'm saying? I don't think since Nat King Cole and Natalie Cole has been done yet. I don't know. Maybe somebody else might have done it. I don't know about, you know, father and daughter. But it's just dope to see her on the record with me, and the type of record it is. It's a safe record. It got a lot of layers to it. You know, it shows us you can be a family and enjoy, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy the same thing, father and child, you know? And it just got different layers to it. But the record itself is party time. It's party time. When that joint come on, I don't care where it's gonna be at, she gonna shake, you know what I'm saying? And because that's the feeling that New York been missing. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? New York been missing that feeling. And that's why DJs in New York on the radio and all that, they need to support it the way it's supposed to support. I'm not talking about just New York DJ, I'm talking about everywhere, but really New York to support it because it's a New York sound that we always had that was lost. You know what I'm saying? That was lost. Like we rock with the South, we rock with the Midwest, we rock with the West Coast. But let's not fool ourselves. New York is the birth, and New York, you know, set a certain kind of trend as well. So, you know, I just feel like that sound needed to be out again, just for, you know, for the moment. Now I'm about to come with you know, a different sound. So next video is gonna be Wide Awake.
Wide Awake. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That one, that's a good one.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna come with Her Type.
I'm about to say we need a video for that one too.
You know we're gonna come with Her Type.
Slow it down a little bit.
Come on, you know you gotta do that. And then I'll figure out everything else. I'm gonna come for one with Handsome Woman too.
Handsome Woman, how you doing? How you living?
How you moving? That's right. Absolutely. I'm doing quite a few videos. I'm not gonna do like a lot of people do, put their album out because it don't move the way they want. They just gonna let it die down and go away and they on to the next thing. Nah, I'm gonna promote my joint, make sure it's a big world out there with a lot of people. Not everybody's a Kid Capri fan. Not everybody might know that the album is there. So I gotta promote it and do certain things to make sure that it gets in the hands of the people that need it. You know what I'm saying? Or want to hear it, and you know, that they judge from there for themselves. But I want to promote my joint and put videos and do certain things and spread it out a certain kind of way, and I'm going to live with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do it even if it get on people's nerves. I don't care.
I want to ask you about Handsome Woman, right?
Yep.
I was trying to put it together. Was you talking to a lesbian? You was talking to a lesbian that you was talking to, right? That's who you was talking to, all right? A lesbian, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm talking to not a lesbian. I'm talking to a woman that
likes women.
That like not women that like women. I mean, you have that's nothing new. I'm talking about a woman that tries to take the place of a man type of.
Okay. Got a haircut like mine. Got a like mine.
Right. Okay. You know, they call them dykes, but that's not a proper word to say. You know what I'm saying? That's not what you're really supposed to call them. And that's why they get insulted behind it. And that's why I make sure I put that in the song. And I played that song for a couple of women that go that way and do their thing. And, you know, the women started crying. It was like, yo, you thinking the way we think. Nobody ever thought like this. And we're going to be behind you 100%. I said, did I say anything disrespectful? Did I say anything that was, you know,
People always looking for that. People always looking for the negative and not trying to look for the positive. And
absolutely. That's all you'll talk about something. They'll look at the dark side first before they even get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't even caring. As long as I knew what I was saying and everything I said was the right way, you know, you judge it how you got to judge it. But at the end of the day, you know, in the court of law, it's going to be the right way. You know what I mean? So.
It's called Gangster.
But what happened was, I was in Miami. I was thinking about Handsome Woman, the title Handsome Woman, for some years, right? But I was in Miami. I used to have a crib in Miami, right? And I was down there one day, and I was on Ocean Drive, and they had two different days. They had a day called Sprinkle Day, which was for the gay men, and they had, I forgot the name of the women joint, but the women joint, it was this day. And it was a lot of hard-looking ladies, like looked like dudes, the whole block, like it was crazy. But you know, they was all hanging out. It was all dope. So I was sitting in the restaurant eating. Well, I went to go to the restaurant to go eat, and I seen one with a cute looking girl. So I was like, yo, you got your little queen with you, right? And she was like, yeah, kid, you know I do. Bang! It slapped my hand dumb hard, right? I was like, oh,
that shit hurt a little bit.
Right. So I'm sitting there in the restaurant, I'm like, damn, she hit my hand hard, like, damn. So I'm sitting there looking at all these women going by, and I'm like, wow, they look like dudes. I'm like, they got muscles and say some handsome women. And that's how it started. I said, there's some handsome women to myself. And that's how the title came up.
Wow. Wow.
So, yeah, you know, you never know how things happen. You could be somewhere, you know, something spark off, a light bulb go off, and, you know, end up being something that'd be a story later.
You got another joint on the album. I was trying to recall the name of it. And you really talking about the violence that's being pushed, I think, through music. Oh man, what's the name of that joint? What's talking about offhand?
You talking about Mr. Captain?
Say the name again.
Mr. Captain.
Mr. Captain. Let me pull it up right here.
Oh no, you talking about no, I'm sorry. You talking about the first song, the Truth Will Never Lie.
Yes, The Truth Will Never Lie.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, if you in this game, if you trying to be in this hip hop game, go listen to that record. That's what I'm gonna say. Anybody out there, even if you're not trying to be a rapper, you're not trying to be in this game, just go listen to that record. You know, he's really speaking to the youth. You know what I mean? Man, the Love album is the cover is dope, the songs is dope, and I'm not just saying it because it's Kid Capri. All right, and honestly, I didn't know what I was gonna hear. You know what I mean? I didn't know it was gonna be. I was like, okay, like I know, and that's the thing. All pandemic, you was going on here. You was giving us some beats. You showed us in the lab working, and I'm like, damn, Kid's producing some shit for somebody. I had no idea you had your own album cover. I was like, kid working.
But the crazy thing is, I got 4 albums. This is just the beginning. I got 4 joints. I started Top Tier first. Top Tier was the album with all the battle rappers. I did that. I started that first. I held on to that and decided to just do this one. But while I was doing this one, I started another one. And then I started the album with the hoodies. So I produced the hoodies joint that's coming out. And then I got another artist called Fuchs that I'm working with. Right? So I'm way ahead of myself. Like, you know, I needed time. The pandemic gave me time to be off the road, man. I've been on the road forever. It gave me time to be off the road and focus on other stuff. So that's why I was able to do this and all the other things, the Sucker Free and, you know, everything else, the Sucker Free clothing line, all the other stuff, you know, Sirius and everything else was going on because I had time to focus, man, and, you know, get things going. So that's why I sound like that. You know what I'm saying? But what I got coming next, it's just, you know, I don't know. Sometimes you have follow-ups, so it don't be a step up. I think this is going to be a step up for me.
How long did it take you to put this one together?
I started in February. I really was done with the songs like July. But with all the technical stuff and me changing stuff and going back and adding stuff and all that, shit, it was up to the last, the Pon Me record, the reggae record on my album. I put that record on right before we was releasing the album, like 2 weeks before we were releasing the album.
Good choice.
And I put that on it because I didn't have a record like that. Record was going on the next album I'm working on, but I didn't have a record like that on this album. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it made sense.
You speaking to all my Jamaicans with that vibe, all my Caribbean people with that vibe.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm
saying? I got the legendary Mr. Lexus on there. You know what I'm saying? So Lexus is rocking. I sent it out to Jamaica, and he sent it back blazed up. So, you know, really did good on it, man. Like, but I'm glad because like without him, I would only have Vina and Lavelle on my album. There would been nobody else. So he's the third one. So yeah, it was enough. It was good. It's a good choice.
Dope. So this is the time, right? This this is the time where we play this game, right? And I know you're not really a sipper, so all my people on the check-in that's 21 and over, most likely probably sipping something, enjoying the conversation. We play a game where pretty much kid has to choose one, right? And I'm gonna keep it all New York. I thought about this list carefully, so I'm gonna keep it all New York. And pretty much, if you can't choose one, we're gonna take a shot on your behalf. So,
Okay.
if you get us drunk, we don't care, right?
Okay, cool.
Keep it real, kid. So, of course, you're a fellow Bronx native, so I'm gonna keep it like that at first.
Now, don't get me twisted. I got a bunch of those Belaires right there on my. I got a bar full of liquor. You think I was an alcoholic? But I don't drink. But DJ Clue sent me all my Belaires. I got up there, my bamboo, bumbles, and all that.
That's what I'm on tonight.
Yeah, I got some bumbles. Yeah, I got a few bumbles up there. I like the little milky joint, the white joint. That's dope. Yeah.
So, all right. 88 Keys or Lord Finesse?
Well, I'm gonna say Lord Finesse because of the history I have with Lord Finesse. You know, I'm on records with Lord Finesse. You know, me and him came up in the castle, and you know, I know 88 Keys, but I don't have a real relationship like that. You know what I'm saying? Me and Finesse always had a relationship, so I didn't hear. You know, 88 Keys, one of the greatest to ever do it. You know what I'm saying? As far as music is concerned, but it's because of the relationship I have with Finesse.
Cool. Grandmaster Cass or Grandmaster Flash?
As far as what?
Whatever you want it to be. This is a one-on-one.
That's two different things.
See?
That's two different. You might as well say Grandmaster Cass, Grandmaster Flash, and Grandmaster Melly Mel.
That's a shot then. That's a shot.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a shot then. That's it. I ain't no glass, shot glass today. That's a shot. No more.
Right.
D Nice or Kid Capri?
Kid Capri over everybody. I don't care who it is. Love D Nice. Kid Capri over everybody.
I knew it was gonna make you laugh. The Knicks or the Nets?
Knicks. Even though Knicks piss me the fuck off, man.
All the time. But we've been riding for the Knicks too long.
Three long.
I think it's about time we like
when they let Oakley go, I knew they were bugging.
If that was a
back
bar,
then
to the curb. That's what I'm trying to say. If you was in a relationship,
I would have been.
It would have been done. So we love the Knicks, man, but we gotta let them go sometimes. Goodfellas or American Gangster?
Yeah, I guess.
Wait, so you gonna go with?
I'm gonna go with both, man, because they both New York, man. You know.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Like a true New Yorker.
Okay, that's a
there
shot.
You go.
That's a shot.
There you go.
That's a shot. That's
there
like saying, yo, the Yankees and the Mets, and we
ride for our New Yorkers, man. We got to, man. You know,
like,
even though I prefer the Yankees over the Mets, you know.
But see, guess what?
I'm from the Bronx. You know, Yankee Stadium was not far from my crib. You know.
But this is the thing. We can only talk trash about our bum ass team. That's the thing. We'll talk trash amongst each other, but don't let nobody else talk trash about them.
Somebody gonna get their ass
whipped. They had this one, they had Steinmeier, they had Carmelo. Did you see what Melo did? He just needed a team around him. We're gonna justify it all day.
Right.
Goodfellas or American Gangster? We're gonna kick it to me.
American Gangster, well, being that I'm black and Italian, I can relate to both. That's a good question, but I can relate to both. You know what I'm saying?
That's a shot.
He trying to get
a shot.
That's a shot. I'm gonna be honest with you. Me personally, I like American Gangster, but I like Goodfellas. I think Goodfellas it's probably because it's been out longer, so I watched it more times than American Gangster. That's probably what it is. But I feel like if anybody else would have played that role in American Gangster, if it wasn't Denzel, we probably wouldn't like that much.
Probably.
It's a Denzel thing too at the same time.
Yeah, Denzel did his thing.
G-Unit or Dipset?
Say it again?
G-Unit or Dipset?
Oh, I'm gonna say G Unit only because of the amount of work,
Mm-hmm.
the amount of mixtapes, the amount of just the amount of work. Look what 50 doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dipset. They put their work in, no question about it. But if you look at it on the scale, you know, G Unit did their thing. Really, really did their thing. You know what I'm saying? Clothes, sneakers, movies, you know,
Brandon.
big, big, big. First of all, Get Rich or Die Trying. Let's start there.
Mm-hmm.
11 million, 12 million, whatever it is. Let's start right there. Bang. It's going to be hard to kind of beat that. You know what I'm saying? No matter who it is. Unless you got them numbers on that. And then look where he took his career from there. Come on, he's like one of the biggest producers on television right now. It's, you know, it's kind of hard to match that up right there.
Okay. All right. Ready to Die or Life After Death?
Life After Death.
Damn, you doing good. Nas or JayZ?
Nigga, the head scratch.
So where you going with this?
Nas or JayZ?
Shut the bell about Booty Vibes.
I like both of them for different reasons. So I'm going to say Jay only because of the amount of hits he have. I'm not going to say he's nicer than Nas or Nas is nicer than him because I feel like they both nice. I think they both incredible. When people ask me about top fives and all that, I don't even really answer that because there's so many people that's nice. There's people that's nicer than Nas and Jay that you don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? To me, the nicest are battle rappers. The nicest. They're the most brilliant when it comes to everything. They just don't make the type of records that a Jay and a Nas could make. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's a whole different brilliance to be able to tap into people in the masses. So that's why, you know, but that's why I'm gonna put Jay over top, only because of the amount of hits. Nas got a lot of hits, but Jay got a lot of albums, a lot of hits. You know, so. But really, nobody beats nobody in that situation to me.
So you see that? So this is the sounds like a shot there.
God, I'm sorry.
You're gonna say why you love Jay, then you're gonna say why you love Nas, and then it's just like
right. It's like, you know, it becomes that. You know.
So everybody, you watch that shit. Movies. Right, we're gonna kick it a little movies. Juice or New Jack City?
New Jack City.
Okay. I was gonna pick that one too. Above the Rim or White Man Can't Jump?
White Man Can't Jump.
Finally, somebody picked that.
Nah, I split that question to Emma Diaz, Shot. I split that one to a couple people, and everybody always say Above the Rim. Okay.
Yeah, of course they're gonna say Above the Rim. It's Pac, it's, you know, it's everybody. But I like the concept of White Man Can't Jump because it was some real. It was ordinary. It was kind of unordinary. You know what I'm saying? It had a twist to it. Put it that way. Above the Rim was what it was. Drug shit, you know, in the park. It was what it was. White Man Can't Jump had a little twist to it. Both dope movies. But the storyline. There you go.
We like the culture that was in Above the Rim, the music, you know what I mean?
Exactly. But you look at the storyline of what the movie is, take the music and everything, just the storyline. There you go.
Down. All right, last one. Boomerang or Booty Call?
Boomerang.
Okay. You said Booty Call, bro? Booty Call is funny though, but come on, that's like Eddie Murphy.
Boomerang, that was fly.
Against Jamie Foxx.
Well, you can't quote me because my black card revoked. So
yeah, black cards. Well, Leon told you to black card revoked because you just had seen the what's that one? The 5 Heartbeats. 2 years ago. Listen, my wife be sleeping on all the black movies, kid.
Nah, man. Temptations.
I had to tell her, like, I was like, before we get married, you gotta watch the Temptations. You gotta watch
Temptations, Five Heartbeats. Right there. Starts there.
It starts there.
Starts
She's
there.
like, oh, I'm like, did you see this movie? I seen it, but I didn't see it. Like, what do you mean?
And James Brown. Get on up.
Yeah, you never seen Get On Up?
It's on Netflix though. No, not Netflix. Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You watch Jackie?
I'm just an old lady at heart.
But you like,
I fall asleep all over.
You like Chadwick Boseman, so you like Get On Up. Yeah. That's another one I got put on the list for you to watch. Get On Up. Yeah, you did good, kid, with that. You did good, man.
Thank you.
Versus is moving. You know, we saw you up there a while back, being, you know, supporting Kings. If there ever was a DJ versus, would you ever do it? Would you ever consider it?
Nah. I didn't want to do the verses that I was asked to do. I've been asked to do verses quite a few times, maybe 4 times. I just didn't want to be in no battle situation. When Kane asked me to do it, I told him no. I told Chris no. Because I didn't want to be in a battle situation. I told him I'll do it for both of them. You know what I'm saying? And that never been done on verses, so, you know, I'll do that. But then, you know, things worked out. It wasn't really about me. It was about them, so we ended up doing it. But I you know, when I did it with them, it wasn't about me. I got a sucker-free clothing line. I wore a Gucci shirt. I could have wore one of my sucker-free clothing line, one of my sweatshirts. I wore a Gucci shirt. You know what I'm saying? So it was just to show you where my head was. It wasn't about me. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm glad I did it. It was, you know, I'm glad I did it for, you know, with them. It was incredible as far as that's concerned. But no, I probably wouldn't do no battle with nobody in there because it wouldn't become it wouldn't be a celebration. It would be a battle. It would be looked at as a battle, and somebody's going to get bodied. Whoever it is, whether it's me or whoever, somebody's going to get bodied, and whoever gets bodied, that might be detrimental to their career.
You know, that's one of the things I was thinking. I was just talking about this with somebody, and I was saying, like, you know, I like the idea, but then I hate that aspect of it because you have legends, right, that'll come on that'll do something like that, and then maybe not had a great night. You know what I mean? Or the sound or something was messed up, or something like that. In the day and age that we live in, you only great as your latest type shit.
Yeah, see, when I did verses, my job was to tear shit down when I first came on, the beginning of the show. That's my job. Anything else was the assignment to help Chris. You know what I'm saying? So that's where my head was at. But at the beginning, you know, you see what I do.
Facts.
And that right there is the party. Like, you can set whatever you want up, you know, but the party, people want to party. So that's what it is with me.
You know, you always stayed very vocal about, you just always kept it real about how DJs should move and protecting the culture and protecting the integrity and the name of DJs. I've realized that about you. Something goes on that you don't like, you always going to speak your mind, whether people like it or not. You always going to keep it real. Now, I remember at the beginning of the pandemic, you know, a lot of DJs were struggling, right? So they went on Instagram and other platforms and different things like that. And they DJ live, they told people to tip them. And you had expressed, like, that's not the way to go about it. You know what I mean? And it became a big, I saw comments and different things like that. It became a big back and forth. And I don't think people really understood what you meant by your message and what you was trying to say.
Well, first of all, they were begging for these cash apps maybe 4 or 5 days into the pandemic. So how was they struggling? What it was, they were taking advantage. What it was, they was taking advantage of people's misery. That's what it was. Let's say what it is. Let's call a spade a spade. You was taking advantage of people's misery. You thought you can get away with it. You the same dude that was standing in front of a Maybach before the quarantine, talking about you getting money, you doing all this shit. Now you up here as soon as the quarantine hit, begging for a cash app. Send $50 in my cash app. Send $20 in my cash app. Who could send $100 in my cash app in the next 2 minutes? You look like, what was you doing with the Maybach? before that? You struggling 5 days into the pandemic? 5 days?
Oh man, I know that soon. That's crazy.
Right. So that's what my problem was. They made the business that took care of me so much, so long, look like we were some thirsty ass niggas that needed to beg for money in people's misery. You know what I'm saying? And anybody that disagreed with what I said, I didn't really give a shit. And I'm the one that said, y'all begging for money on the Cash App. Instagram is letting us rock and play music. Keep in mind, I was playing music on Instagram and IG and Periscope from 2015 to 2018 before a pandemic was even heard of. Okay, so I've been doing it. Never asked nobody for $1. I did that because all these years that people take care of me and I've been on the road and open shows and do shows and whatnot, they treat me like a king, fans to pack my joint. This is a way for me to give them something back for free. I'll sit here and do 2 shows a week for 3 hours each show, and it gives them something for them. I ain't got to take nothing from them for that. I'm in my house anyway playing music. That's how I started anyway, because I was in my house playing music. I got bored one day and I turned the cameras on and said, let people just enjoy me playing music. And people loved it. See how many women was up there? I said, okay, I'm going to create a show for y'all. And I created a show called No Panty Sundays and played slow music for the women. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was dope for 3 years.
No Panty Sunday was a vibe.
It was a vibe. It was a vibe. If I bring it back, it'd be a vibe. But, you know, you seen everybody doing everything now. It's like, you know, all right, I did it now, you know, move on. But at the end of the day, you know, I just felt like don't take advantage of people. You know, if people want to send money to you because you DJing up there, you put your little pin up there, they want to send you some bread, they're supposed to send you some bread. You up there working, entertaining, they should. Why shouldn't they? You know what I'm saying? But that's for them to make that choice, not when you enforcing it. When you enforce it and make it look like you begging, it made us look like, yo, nobody else was doing that. We got promoters watching this. You know what I'm saying? You know, promoters say, I ain't paying these dudes what they want. They'll be begging people for money. I was the one that said, y'all over here begging for money. IG is letting us rock and play music, even though we're not supposed to be doing it. But y'all begging for money, they're going to cut us off. They're going to cut everybody off. I was the one that said that. No sooner as I said that, what happened? They start cutting the music off. Start cutting the DJs from playing. You know what I'm saying? Because Mariah Carey go up there and see her records being played and you begging for money. What would it take for her to call Sony and be like, yo, they playing my shit and they get money for playing my shit?
It's over.
You're right, Mariah. Let's go back to the videotape and see how long they've been playing.
It's over.
You see what I'm saying? Nobody was thinking this way. Nobody was thinking this way. I'm thinking this way because I knew what it is. We're not supposed to be doing it. They letting us rock out. I did it for 3 years before we even got to a quarantine. So I know the limitations. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then, you know, anything blows up. You know, when something blows up, people want to be a part of it, but you can't abuse it because look what happened. And I said it ahead of time. What's up, Scribble? I see you, boy. The mighty DJ Scribble up here.
Yeah, you know, kid, the album is out. The Love album. Everyone, make sure you get that. Make sure you stream that. Make sure you show Kid Capri some love. And if you love it, share it. It costs nothing to share something. You know what I mean? Most of the time, you streaming the album on a service that you already have. So you're not going to the store paying $9.99, $12.99, $15.99 for it. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's free to share it. You know what I mean? Show Kid Capri some love. He produced the album. He wrote everything. 19 joints. He froze. Oh, there we go. Okay.
No, I'm here. I'm good. No, I wasn't froze. I was listening to you.
19 joints, solid records. You know what I mean? Kid, I always ask people, my last question is always, what do you want your legacy to be? When you're no longer here, what do you want people to remember Kid Capri by?
That he made people enjoy themselves. He made people happy, have fun. It wasn't about him. You know what I'm saying? It was about the people. Every time I go and get on the plane to go play for a bunch of people I don't know in the room of a bunch of people I got to satisfy, you know it ain't about me. You know what I'm saying? It's about them. It's about making sure they have fun and enjoy it. It's about me to an extent, but it's about them. Without them, I'll be in a room standing there on the stage by myself, making it about me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right. That's facts.
So
that's
about
facts.
them.
Doing it for the people because, you know, you create these memories, you know, for people to last a lifetime. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, like being a promoter and you being an artist and a DJ, when we do these events, when we doing our thing, it's for the people. And you know, you go on, you go to do something else, but those people got that memory. You know what I mean? So it's always about performing well and being your best in this game. You know what I mean?
That's
You do that.
right.
You do that well. You know what I mean? March 12th, you're gonna be at the Alhambra Ballroom in Harlem with Case, Dave Shot, Dave Shoe, and I already know what you're gonna do. So if y'all ain't get your tickets to that, make sure you get your tickets to that. Where you at this weekend, kid? You somewhere this weekend?
No, I took off a lot of dates. We canceled a lot of dates. Because I got sick. You know, I got caught the COVID thing. So from there, some dates I just canceled and some I didn't take. I'm about to get back. I got some dates coming up, but they spread out. I was only taking certain rooms and certain, certain joints. But yeah, I'm about to get back. I needed a break, man. I needed a break for a minute. I got used to being off the road for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So
I being at home, being a little more comfortable.
I got used to doing other things. You know what I mean? So I needed that break, man.
You got to get back into your groove, man.
I got to get back into my swing, man. So yeah. But even now, though, I'm still not going to take all the dates I was taking before. Like, I was crazy. So, and it's been going a long time, since '88. You know what I'm saying? So
you 55
I'm only trying.
now.
Yeah, I'm only trying to take it. I still feel like I'm young as hell. That shit don't mean nothing.
You got to preserve yourself.
But what happens is you'll turn around and that's all you've done. One thing that everybody got to know on this call: don't be an 80-year-old man with a bunch of regrets saying I shoulda, coulda, woulda. If there's something you want to do it now. Such as I did this album. You're gonna get older one day. When you get older, you're gonna look back and say I should have did this and should have did that. So whatever it is that you want to do, don't let nobody stop you from what you're trying to do. Don't let nobody get in the way of what you're trying to do. Just do it. Whether it come out good, don't come out good, it's successful or not, it's a chip that'll be off your shoulder later on. Trust me.
Facts. Yeah, man, it's the Kid Capri, man. Kid Capri, my brother, thank you for joining me, man. You already know it's all love. Thank you for the gems you dropped tonight. Thank you for keeping it authentic, real, as always. Y'all make sure y'all get that album, the Love album. Y'all make sure. What's your website, kid?
It's kidcapri.com, but I'm on Facebook, Kid Capri, the real Kid Capri, and then Twitter, Kid Capri 101, TikTok
make sure
101.
Pick up that Sucker Free merch. Make sure y'all watch
Suckerfree.com, SUC. Look, man.
Ooh, I need one of those. I need one.
Man.
I wear those with the black, red, and white.
Woo!